The Phillies, they close out the Colorado Rockies. And our man Taijuan Walker has gotten resurgence in town. The next time he goes out there, he'll get a standing ovation after what he did yesterday against the rock pile. And the Phillies win again. But daunting series follows with the Los Angeles Dodgers, the big bad Dodgers. The Phillies have played, let's face it, they played dreck. The opponents have been dreck. They've got a good record. They've done what they needed to do. I can't take anything away from them. But now it gets serious with the Dodgers coming in tonight. And we'll see. It's too early for this game, this series, to be a measuring stick. But it'll give you an indication of where the Phils are pitching-wise, because you got Luzardo pitching tonight. Hard-throwing lefty, the hardest-throwing lefty in the league. And the Dodgers have some left-handed sticks. So we'll see what happens tonight. Now, let me move on to the Philadelphia 76ers. There is nothing more exasperating to me than what this Sixer season has been, has become, has continued to be. And now we get word that Joel Embiid in the front office were squabbling about playing time. The front office really wanted him to play. He didn't want to play. He's the one who thought he needed surgery. There is such a disconnect right now between the management of this team and the team they put on the floor. It is absolutely disgraceful. And I tell you, if I was a fan in this town, we don't deserve this. We really don't. This is a town that deserves better than what the Sixers are giving them right now. It is disgraceful. And I don't know what else to say about it. From the team they're putting on the floor now, to the fact that they're trying to tank the rest of the season, to this Embiid situation, to the disconnect with Maxey and Nick Nurse saying, I didn't know he was going to be shut down for the season. I just thought, there is nothing that is flowing in this organization. I demand action. I demand it. And people who follow this team, the fan base should be demanding action right now instead of complacency. This is nonsense. They are using you to fiddle around with your team. I've never seen anything like it. I think it's one of the most disgraceful things I've ever seen in this town with this Philadelphia sports scene. Bill Colarulo is with us. Ray Dunn is with us today. I had to get that off my chest. I know nobody cares anymore about the Sixers, but the latest news tweaked me again with this Embiid nonsense. And listen, I told you a long time ago, I had a lot of people telling me that he's really hard to handle. And so if there's a disconnect in the front office, it's like, come on, dude, what exactly is wrong? And now, we have to we don't even know why you need surgery. We haven't even connected the dots of why you need surgery. And they have allowed this thing to happen. And look at it now. I've never seen anything like it. There's a story today that the Sixers, they're going to have the worst differential in history. They had a preseason expectation of 50.5 wins. They are on track now to finish as the NBA's third largest underachiever in the 21st century. They will have fallen short of their expectations by almost 30 wins. It's just, what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to sit here and take this? Bill Colarulo, your thoughts?
Yeah, good morning, Mike. Way to start a happy Friday here, talking about the Sixers.
No, I had it. I'm sorry. I had to get it off my chest. I can't take it anymore. If we are complacent to this, we are part of the problem.
Now, you're right, man. And Ray sends us that clip of Shams talking yesterday about the tension between Joel and the front office. And then we hear Nick Nurse saying he wasn't aware that Tyrese Maxey was out for the year. That's not what he was told. He's just out for tonight. And then in that Shams clip, too, what made me even more concerned was he says they hope Joel can play next year. He talked about how there was a more invasive type of procedure that was on the table. They decided not to do it because it would have sidelined him for all of next season, but that there's a chance he could still be sidelined for next season. So we may be dealing with this all summer and into October when the season starts next year as well, not knowing what you have in Joel Embiid. It's bad, man. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. It's bad. And the fact that people have complete apathy towards them makes it even worse. Will changes happen? I guess we'll find out. What do we got? 5 games left of this miserable season? Is that what we have left, Ray? 5?
Yeah.
Hey, it was nice to see Giannis, though, last night.
Oh, the guy you wouldn't trade Maxey and Embiid for? That guy?
What a performance, man. First time in NBA history with a stat line like that.
Dad, tell them what the numbers were. Go ahead. Tell the people what the numbers were.
Let me get the exact numbers.
Get the exact numbers out. This is the guy you wouldn't put in the deal.
It was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Ray, if you have it in front of you,
both
you
guys would not put Maxey
35 points, 20 assists, 17 rebounds.
My God.
20 assists. He played point guard last night for them.
35, 20, 17.
And you wouldn't trade Maxey. You wouldn't throw him in the deal. That'd be Maxey. Did you revise your opinion about that?
Well, the only reason why wasn't that I don't like Giannis as much as the amount of salary you'd have to bring back. I think he gets strapped with even worse salaries around Giannis.
No, you would.
So now you got Giannis and Paul George.
Okay, I'm about to say something here. I have reached the end of the road with Embiid. I don't want to see Embiid back. I'm done. I'm done with Joel Embiid. I'm done with trying to put enough players around him to bring home a championship. I'm done. I can't take the Embiid thing anymore. All right? I'm going to put it out there right there. I can't take it anymore. I'm not going to go through another season where he can't play or he needs another surgery or this or that. I'm done with it. It didn't work, okay? They teased you. They had a mini run. They couldn't get past the second round. He's now 32, going on 42. And the Sixers right now, we are now faced as a fan base with going through an entire rebuilding process. How they're going to do that, I don't know. But it has to start with a new regime. So I got no Embiid. I got no Morey. I got no Elton Brand. I'm washing the whole thing out. And now you got to start all over.
I'm going to say something I never thought I would say. I'm going to make people feel better by changing the subject to Taijuan Walker. How about that, Ray Dunn? Let's change the subject to Taijuan Walker's performance. Did you ever think that would make us feel better than what the 76ers are doing?
You kidding me with that segue? I brought up Taijuan Walker at the start.
I'm just saying.
I'm not letting you get away with this. I am not letting you get away with this. No.
People care more.
I need to hear
about Taijuan Walker than they do about the 76ers.
I need to hear you on the 76ers on what I just said.
Here's the problem, Mike. We've talked about this at length. You can't move Joel Embiid.
Are you on board?
You can't move him.
Are you on board with the premise of starting all over and getting a fire hose through this whole thing?
Sure. In this fairy tale land, we're moving on from Joel, we're moving on from Paul George, and we're rebuilding. The problem is that's not going to happen because there's no team in the NBA that's going to take on that contract when they just extended him and he's owed over $200-something million for the next 4 seasons or whatever the hell it is.
There's always a team that is teased by what could be. And the Sixers need to take advantage of this with a new regime, a craftier regime than the one that currently runs this organization.
I agree with you there. But until that happens, I think what we have from a fan base is complete apathy. I don't think people care right now.
I don't want apathy anymore. I am not going to settle for apathy because apathy allows this thing to go on. I need to hear from the people today. I need to hear the anger and the concern about what this franchise has given you this year. That's what I need to hear today, either on the text board or telephone calls. We'll get to Taijuan Walker. We'll get to the Dodgers. We'll get to the Final Four. We'll get to all of that, Bill. But I got to settle this with the fan base right now. We've been complacent too long. And there's no excuse for the fan base to be complacent when even the latest nonsense comes out about Embiid. Their team wanted him to play. He didn't want to play. He thought he needed surgery. The Maxey thing, they don't know if they're going to shut down. The head coach is disconnected or either trying to cover up for the idiots that run his front office. I'm done. This is a call to arms now for the people. And it's either a call to arms or I'm going to be silent for the rest of the show. And you can talk about Taijuan Walker. All right? And you and Ray can have the show. Unless I get response on the Sixers from the people now, I'm out today.
They may boycott just so that you're not here.
Okay, that's fine. You want to boycott so I'm not here? That's fine. I'll sit here and drink coffee. But I am not taking it anymore, the complacency where we've been beaten down to not caring. 610-632-0975. Mike Missanelli Show continues.
Hey everybody, it's Bill Colarulo. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so you can engage during the show, and you're not going to want to miss all the content that we post. It's not only the live videos, it's videos after the fact. It's our shorts. It's all the content you want as a Philadelphia sports fan. Looking forward to connecting.